What's going on, good people? Come on in, get seated, get ready to be entertained. This is the Cowboys Final Verdict, and I'm your host, Ronnie Judge. So today we have a few things I wanted to get out. The Cowboys pulled off a pre-draft trade. I'll get into that, and we'll dive into that a little deeper. What's your comfort zone with the Cowboys offseason? I'll go into that, and 30 visits are going on right now. So let's get right into it. So the Dallas Cowboys have signed Joe Milton from the Patriots, right? Like, he was a backup quarterback for the Patriots. They got a new coaching staff, and we were able to get him for a 5th-round draft, and we got a 7th round in return, right? So, like, to me, that was a win-win situation. We were going to get a quarterback anyway. Stephen Jones said that, we were going to draft a quarterback. We let Cooper Rush walk. We let Trey Lance walk. Looks like he's going to be in the USFL or whatever it is, but he's not going to be playing for the Cowboys. So he got it. We got him for 3 years. He's under contract for 3 years. Looks like that will be a good deal. He's got a cannon arm. He was on a video. They said he threw it 90 yards, but if you look at the video, it was 60 yards, but it was 60 yards in the air. So he has a cannon arm. One of the videos called him Bazooka Joe. But in Tennessee, he was called Overthrow Joe. That was his nickname, was Overthrow Joe. So his Tennessee tape, looked at some of that. He does not look like somebody I would want on my team. However, if you compare his Tennessee tape with his the last season, the Patriots, where he played for the Patriots, and he went 22 for 27 or 22 for 29, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, a totally different player. We're talking about a developmental player. He's probably not going to push Dak Prescott, but he will he will be something you can invest in. Trey Lance 2.0, no, I think this kid really has some traits. He's shown improvement. He's shown that he can make adjustments in and on the field. He's a good pocket passer. He can get outside the pocket and extend plays. He's always keeping his eyes downfield. So Joe Milton from the Patriots was a good pickup. So what's next? What's next on for the Dallas Cowboys? What's really next? Where are we going from here? Right? We got the Micah Parsons contract still not signed. Jerry Jones just says there's no urgency to sign Michael Parsons. Heck no, there ain't. Michael Parsons said he wants to be signed now. But why would Jerry Jones be urgent to sign him? He's under contract through this year. Jerry Jones is a smart businessman. When it comes to money, Jerry Jones is very, very intelligent, right? Like, he's got all the leverage over Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has been a Pro Bowler all 3 years. He's going to continue. I think this year he'll compete for Defensive Player of the Year. But that's if he's in training camp, learning a new scheme. So Jerry Jones is not urgent to get him signed. We are. We want him signed so we can, think about the draft. We can move forward. We know he's going to be in OTAs. We know he's going to be at the training camp. Michael Parsons said he would be, but will he? Yeah, I don't know. More will be revealed, man. The jury's out on that because, if you're under contract and you're trying to get $40 million, my fear is, somebody else comes in and gets signed for $42 million. It's going to push his numbers up even more. And then he's had 5-hour talks with Jerry Jones. They probably agreed on a bunch of stuff. And then Michael Parsons' agent said, well, wait a minute. Are you going to be happy playing for $40 million when next year the market goes up $5 million and the guy that's the 5th best defensive player on the league is making more money than you? Are you going to still be able to put the same effort forward? Terry Bradshaw played for $55 million his whole career. Dak Prescott's making more than Terry Bradshaw in 1 year in his entire career. So, those are things to think about. These players put their body on the line, their safety on the line, their health on the line, and they should get all the money they deserve. So those things are not going to be signed until Jerry Jones has a conversation with Michael Parsons' agent. I'm sure by the end of this, he'll know his name, and he'll probably be able to pronounce it too. I probably can't. I'm just an old country boy. But the Cowboys have the leverage right now, so why be urgent to sign him? Because he's under contract. If he's plays all year long, doesn't play, we can franchise tag him next year. See, in the end of 2025, the Dallas Cowboys can franchise tag Michael Parsons if he don't get a contract signed. So all the power is in Jerry Jones's court. Jerry Jones is going to make Michael Parsons look like the bad guy. Like he don't want to come to training camp. He don't want to sign a team-friendly deal, make him out to be a liar. This is the politics behind contracts, and Jerry Jones is very good at it. Whether we like it or not, I'm not a Jerry Jones fan. I do know the offseason has moved a little bit different. This latest signing with Joe Milrose is really moves the needle for me. He's got the potential and he's shown it on tape, right? He's shown progression. He's shown the ability to run an offense and to score points in the NFL. So, those are all, that's a win-win, I believe, like I said, for a fifth-round pick, So what's your comfort level with the Cowboys offseason moves? Let me know what you think in the comments. My comfort level is has been wax and wane type thing, comes and goes. But I'm emotional, right? I'm in a toxic relationship with the Dallas Cowboys. I play on my emotions. I'm just a loyal fan who wants to win, and I, is it unrealistic? If you want serenity, lower your expectations, and your serenity level will go up. And so I try to lower my expectations of the Dallas Cowboys, because, when I was a kid, they won 2 Super Bowls. Jerry Jones came in, they won 3 more. So, I watched all 5 Super Bowls, and so I expect them to win. That's what I'm familiar with. The last 30 years has been nothing but drought. So it's a realistic drought, Stephen Jones. So if you're not aware of this drought, then you ain't paying attention to the Dallas Cowboys. You got all these other things going on, like, your concerts and, your money-making businesses. Let's get busy with doing some football operations. But my hats are off to you, right? Like salute, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? I give you flowers because you've done some things different this offseason. Not exactly what I wanted, but certainly better than last year. So that's an improvement. I'm excited about that. I'm just excited about where we're going and where we've been and where we can go. But so we had some roster moves, and now we still have some things that we need to focus on. Free agency. I hope they're not done yet. To tell you the truth, we still need a wide receiver. I would like to see a quality veteran wide receiver, a defensive tackle, a cornerback. So that we can truly draft best player available, right? And some the wide receiver out there that I really like is and has been talked a lot about is Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, of course, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's coming in at $7 million right now. But if you're going to draft if you're going to use the number 1 pick on a wide receiver, $7 million is a lot. But if you're not going to draft a number 1 in pick 12, if you're not going to draft a wide receiver, then you definitely need to get a veteran wide receiver in here. We need a wide receiver too. We've all known that. We all know that that's one of our biggest needs is a wide receiver too. Running back is also needed. But as far as cornerback and wide receiver, those are our biggest needs because we don't know how long that Diggs is going to be out with his injury. Some of those rookies last year, can they make the jump in the second year? Kalen Carson, he was seatbelt coming out of college. Haven't seen it translate Will the game slow down for him with repetitions? Did he lose his confidence? Can this coaching staff get his confidence back and make him become what he's capable of coming? He was definitely a shutdown corner in college, so it's possible. So, but we got the free agency out there with Big Gilly. He's Asante Williams is still out there. I'd like to see him picked. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see the Cowboys do before the draft, and let me know who you think the Cowboys should draft at 12 and at 44. Let me know in the comments. And right now, what's going on is the 30 visits. The 30 visits are going on right now. So the coaches can get to know the players. The players, get these interviews. These coaches get these interviews. These players get to know what their character's like. If you've got some off-field issues, right? Do you think it's going to change when you sign a huge NFL contract and you get laced with a bunch of money at 20 years old? Sorry, that's not happening, in my opinion. Right? You got character problems without money. You add money, character problems going to go through the roof. So, Shotty gets an opportunity to get to know these cats. He gets an opportunity to talk to them because he's all about family. He said he wants to have a personal relationship with these players. And one of his biggest things that Shotty wants to look for: do you love football? Do you love football? And if you don't love football, probably not going to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in this coaching staff, right? And that's my verdict. But we got some players in the 30 visit. Siobhan Ravel, cornerback. Shamir Stewart, defensive tackle from A&M. Alfred Collins, defensive tackle from Texas. Kevin Banks, offensive tackle from Texas. Defensive tackle was Alfred Collins, sorry. Kevin Banks, offensive tackle from Texas. Joniah Saviane is an offensive tackle from Arizona. The Tootin is the running back from Virginia Tech. Quinshawn Judkins, running back from Ohio State. Man, I'd love to have him. Anabuka, wide receiver from OSU. Love to have him too, right? Tedder McMillan is a 30 visit, and Luther Burden, is a 30 visit. Today's Hudson, the 4th of April. Hudson Clark, defensive back, Arkansas. Andrew Henry, running back from New Mexico. Damian Martinez, running back from Miami. Ollie Gordon, running back from Oklahoma. Savion Williams, wide receiver from TCU. Man, that dude's a beast. He's got some untapped potential, that's for sure. Ashton Jeanty is a running back from Boise State. That's my stud, right? Craig Woodson, safety. We haven't drafted a safety. I think Rod Woodson was probably the last safety we drafted. Don't quote me on that, but we haven't drafted a safety in a long time. We get them as unrestricted free agents usually. But, if we can invest in that safety room, would be a big help. Chandler Rogers was a quarterback, and Quentin Ewers, quarterback, Texas. They are 30 visits. We are going to look at them. Are they going to be better than Joe Milroe? No, I'm sorry. Neither one of them are. So I believe quarterbacks off the pick list for drafting in 2025 in this draft. But we definitely got some needs, and like to go in the draft with best player available. Can we do that with the glaring hole with wide receiver, the glaring hole at defensive tackle, glaring hole at cornerback? Definitely don't have an RB1, and we're going to draft an RB1 and ask him to go to work for us like we did Tyler Guyton. You get a guy in the first round, Tyler Guyton, and you throw him at left tackle when he came out of college as a right tackle, and you expect him to fill a hole that Tyron Smith had held down for 10 years and dominated that position, and then you tell me he's trash. He didn't play very well. That is certainly true. But give this kid a break, right? Like he did come in and he changed positions. He got thrown into the NFL. It hasn't slowed down for him yet. He had some mistakes in college that are showing up and magnified in the NFL, and they always will. If you've got some slight problems in the college and you get to the NFL, they're going to be magnified because this is the cream of the crop, right? And NFL is no friends left, right? So if you don't come in here and you don't ball, then you ain't got a friend, you ain't got a fan, you don't got anybody that's going to be on your side. They're going to trash you and tell you how horrible you are. And you know, these guys got feelings and you know, because I certainly know that I do, and you know, and I'm guilty of it. But we got to get better at that. Is, you know, these guys are humans, right? Let's leave and keep this football about, you know, people, right? Like Shotty says, that's what he wants the culture to be like, that we're humans, right? That we've all got a right to have a bad day. Let Dak Prescott go out there and have a bad day. Let's talk about how Joe Milrose is his new replacement, right? Come on. Joe Milrose is a great quarterback, probably in the making. He's 2 years under Dak Prescott, sitting on the bench, learning the NFL and letting it slow down for him, getting some repetitions, you know, will help him. But we did that to Tyler Guyton. We expected him to be a Pro Bowler year one. You know, Cooper Beebe got thrown in the same situation, right? But Cooper Beebe balled. A lot of his deficiencies were hidden because he's on the interior line. So, like, some of the things that he didn't do well were masked a little bit. Williams was like a guard, pushed him out to tackle. You could see some of his deficiencies too, and he's an all-pro at guard. You know, he maintained at tackle because it's not his position, but he played well. But you can't tell me that you couldn't see some deficiencies and some areas of needed improvement, right? Like these kids, they come in here, they get these big contracts, and then they hear something negative about them, and they internalize it, and constructive criticism is designed to help you improve, not to cut you down, to destroy your hopes or your dreams, right? Of being who you know you can be, right? So, like, hang in there, man. Keep grinding. Keep getting at it. So let me know what you think about the offseason moves the Dallas Cowboys have had, who you'd like to see happen in the rest of the offseason leading up to the draft. The draft is April, 14, 15, 16, 17, something like that. Maybe even later than that. I don't even know. So don't call me that. But I do know Easter's coming up. Got my Easter shirt on, right? Like don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's my Easter quote. Don't put all your eggs in one basket because, you don't want to do that, right? Like, there's reasons. Like, if we maybe put another video out on that, but, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put them in the free agency. Don't put them in the draft. We've got some time to improve here. We're doing well. I'm still excited about my team, right? Like, I remember I'm driven by emotions. I have knee-jerk responses at times because of my emotions and my thrill for the Dallas Cowboys, my passion for the Dallas Cowboys. But I can tell you this, I used to have bad weeks when the Dallas Cowboys lost, right? Like, I seen a picture of a baby, cute little baby, right, wearing some cowboy gear, right, and he's asleep, and he's like, oh. And that's how a Cowboy fan sleeps after a Cowboy win. That is still true for me today. I sleep well every time the Dallas Cowboys win. But I can tell you this, in my younger years, when the Dallas Cowboys would lose, I had a bad week. Now I just have a couple bad hours, right? I've been like, would've, could've, and should've, right? Like today I've learned to lower the bar a little bit, right? Lower my expectations of the Dallas Cowboys, right? So that my serenity level can go up, and I love that, right? My passion for the Dallas Cowboys is true, and I hope to get a lot better at this Cowboy content creation, right? Like, this is something I love. This is therapy for me. This is a way for me to get my passion out and meet fans that are just like me. And I've met a bunch of them along the way. I'll miss some of you guys, but like, Vosh Lombardi, right? Like I started watching him, and I loved his podcast and loved how he interacted. He started doing all right with Brian Broaddus, and I followed Brian Broaddus as a scout for a long time when he came on with the Cowboys. Man, I loved his work and his work ethic and how he broke these players down and how he was doing so much all the time. He seems to be doing more today than he's ever done. I remember when him and Jeff Kavanaugh worked together, right? Like Jeff Kavanaugh, DLLS. I love you. Shout out and respect to you, Jeff. Man, your rants are point on, right? I love them. They're legendary. You articulate what my passion is, and so there you go. But we got a bunch more out there that I follow, man. Okoye, Foots the King, Cowboys. Fan talk is fabulous, right? That man, Rome, his demeanor is calm. He's intelligent, and it shows. He's passionate about the Cowboys, man. But he comes with knowledge, and he doesn't let people upset him, right? Like I want to be more like that, right? Like I get excited. But that's who I am, right? Like, and I don't want to take that away from my fans, and I want to take that away from my channel, right? Like, I want to be who I am, right? I don't want to be anybody else. I want to be who I am, and I want to put my brand out there. Jay Tuck was talking about something the other day, and he's like, I can't let you do that on my channel. I can't put my brand on that. I don't know you like that, right? And I feel that. But Jay Tuck was one of the guys that got me. I was watching him one day, and he's like, "Go do it, Ronnie. Go do it." And after that video, when he coached me into doing this, I started looking into how to create a YouTube channel, and I did it, and I'm proud of myself for doing it because, like, this is my passion, right? This has been a lot of fun. I was envious of the Angry Cowboy because he puts out a video with all these his intros and all that stuff are just state of the art. I believe he does it all by himself, man. Shout out to you, Angry Cowboy fan, Boss Cowboy, Law Nation, you guys, Zach from A to Z, man, and Skywalker Steel, man. I miss you because, like, I was watching Vosh Lombardi, I was watching Skywalker, man, and I was like, dadgum, these guys really come at it, right? And y'all always were talking about what I was thinking. You were always engaging in the conversations I was in. So, like, I got involved with this, and this is new for me. So, like, if you found this channel, you met a passionate Dallas Cowboy fan that always wants to be better, do better, and today it's all about character, right? If you're not humble, you get force-fed some humility, right? I believe that this fan base needs to unify, right, and have a unified front. Diversity is our strength, but if we come together and we support this Dallas Cowboys, they can achieve much more. We've got so much hate in the Dallas Cowboys. The hate is unbelievable, right? Like I remember when there was so much hate because we won all the time. Everybody was tired of us winning Super Bowls, so the hate started, right? But now we got Dak hate. We got Micah Parsons podcast hate. We got Jerry Jones hate. We got fans hating fans. If you have a belief and you believe a certain way, that's awesome. But to make somebody else believe what you believe is self-righteous. Think about that, and let's be kind, let's be generous. Until we meet again, like, share, and subscribe. This is the Cowboys' Final Verdict with your host, Ronnie Judge. And my verdict is Cowboys 2025. It's our year. Peace and love.